Hi, guys. Welcome back. We're so happy to be back with you guys.
Yes, we are. We're excited to be talking about another very applicable subject today on today's podcast. And today we will be discussing
Life and work balance, if there's such a thing.
Ooh, I mean, do you see the hair? Is there such a thing? I don't know. But yeah, we're excited to talk about that. But in the meantime, how was your week?
Okay, so guys, let me just tell you real quick. We're in the middle of all this craziness of traveling to Asia. We're preparing for Asia as we speak, and we have a couple more days before we leave. So that's been my week, trying to balance, talking about trying to balance the work and life.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of it.
and same goes for me. I think that trying to juggle everything is crazy. So I actually can't wait to incorporate some of this AI stuff and hopefully it does help ease some of that stress. But it's so funny because I have not finished my 2023 taxes.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so my tax lady's like, I need, and finally I told her, I was like, October's deadline, you'll have it in October. I promise. But right now, I can't even think of that. Like, there's no way. It's just too much to do, too much to do. So when we get back from Asia, I have to focus for sure. But it is definitely prioritizing. And since I already have the time with taxes, so I'm just taking the time, right? Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I had to do it for another reason. So I did mine like back in February and
Overachiever.
no, because I had to. Only reason it got done. So balancing act is like you have, that's a right there. Number one, put your priorities and the things that need to be done has to be a must, not maybe or
So,
iffy.
what are your on a day-to-day basis in your life? What are your priorities? Because I have mine that I hate giving up, but what are your priorities?
Well, for first and foremost, I guess my family, my kids.
Mm-hmm. Your family. So yes, I mean we live and breathe for them. So you wake up and it's about them, right? Getting them off to school, making sure that their day is set and planned, and whatever we have to do with them. And secondly, for me at least, is I the gym helps ease my everything,
Mind.
right? So I try to go. I'm not a gym rat, obviously you can tell, but
No,
I
she
do
is.
I do enjoy going and getting a little cardio in and a little bit of weightlifting and then coming home. So when I can't do that, it kind of frustrates me, right? Like I feel like I'm missing out on that part of my day. So I try to incorporate it, but that also takes time. And then you kind of feel rushed after because in our case, time is money.
It is.
Right.
Time is
Time is
money.
money. So, I mean, I've worked from the gym. I've taken calls from the gym. I've actually sent plenty of emails from the gym. Um, so you can do it. That's the beauty of it. But prioritizing that for me is on top because I feel like it keeps me sane. Like if I don't go to the gym, I feel stressed and I feel tight around my neck and having that out of the way helps me.
So you do that first thing in the morning. That's the
Well,
first.
not first thing. I mean, it's all, I mean, I do it when I like in the morning. I try to get it done after the kids stuff. Like I try to like get that done. And you know what I'm realizing as I'm getting older too, that I'm waking up earlier. I used to like enjoy my sleep and now I say I'm going to sleep in and I can't. Like I wake up at 6:30 like just without an alarm. Like I'll set my alarm for
Wow.
7. I'm up by
Even on the
6:30.
weekends?
But that may be because we've been
Wait, wait,
traveling.
wait.
Yes, even
Even
on the weekends. Like it might be because the time zone, like I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like I hit the big 4 or 5. Yes, I'm proud to say I'm 45. It's
she's
okay.
older than me, guys.
Please, you tell me who looks older. Anyhow, so I feel like I do like I have a but I think I'm on dad's like genetic
Oh,
time.
you're definitely so dad. She's always in a hurry. That's dad. She always wants the
To
next
do
thing, the next thing. I don't know what the next thing is, but she's always on the hurry, rush, rush, rush. And I'm more like my mom. Thank God.
It's
My
a good
mom loves her
balancing
lit
act.
sleep. She gets her work done.
Yes.
She loves her sleep, and we just go with the flow. Go
Yeah.
with the flow. So for me, the balancing act is I'm kind of like you. I intermingle because wake up, the kids are first. get them off to school, make sure they're taken care of, they have their homework, their lunch, whatever they need. Once they're out, I'm kind of the same way. I have to get my workout because that's just clears my mind.
Yes.
I think that's a habit that our dad kind of built in since we were little because we would.
It's funny because I was telling my daughter on our last trip when we were her how I loved her legs, and she has to do a whole lot of working out right now because of her physical therapy and everything with her ACL tear. And I was like, baby, just always keep up the workouts because when you lose it, it's harder to build it. And if you can just keep the habit up, it's good. And I told her how dad used to make us go run on
I remember.
Thanksgiving, like the days that we had like Christmas morning. Well, not Christmas morning. It was more Thanksgiving, but he would be like, "Hey, let's go for a run," because he knew that we were gonna just be eating all those good tamales and all the good stuff,
Menudo,
menudo,
pozole.
yeah, all the good stuff that they had. And he just started building that habit with us, right? Which I'm so
Mhm.
thankful for. Can you imagine if he had not?
No, so that's number one key. You want to teach your kids good habits, do it by example.
Exactly.
Get up and run.
And they're also watching us. They're watching our work habits and how we are prioritized. Like we put them first, but we also there's times where we're like, okay, for the next 3 hours, go bother your dad. Like I need to focus and I need to work. So they're watching all this. So
Yeah.
they're getting that. And also too, I feel like you have a nursing degree.
Yes.
I have a biology degree and we do real estate. So they're seeing how business is, they see they've asked us what we got our degrees in. They see so all of it is just a good thing, right? Like for sure. But we're going back to habits, but we're forming those habits with kids early, which is great. But one thing that we missed is when I'm at the gym, I try to listen to podcast like positive, like thinking. I listen to all sorts of podcasts, but I feel like depending on what I'm going through, I'll listen to your, positive mind, like the whole vibration, how to get in tune in line. You're just ready for your day. And I think that too, combined with the working out, just helps me. Like I leave there feeling great and ready for the day. No matter how many things are on my list, I leave the gym feeling great because I'm working out and because of what I'm listening to.
I like that.
Yeah.
That does set the tone. So basically, I would say for me, there's not a lot of balancing. It's just an intermingle, a little dance between my personal family and work. It's a dance. You go back and forth. So knowing and being aware of that for the ladies that do have a 9 to 5, you have a commitment from 9 to 5. You're at work, but I'm sure if you get a call or a text, you're picking up your phone if it's your kid. But it's a little dance that you do in between. For us entrepreneur moms, it's you have to balance it. You, like she said, you have the time schedule. Like, don't bother me. Go to your dad. Let him do your quesadillas. I'm focusing on this, and setting your priorities, because your kids are your priority, but at the same time your job pays for your home and the bills and the vacation and the cars that you get and the money that they get to go spend on Lululemon and all that.
I saw a funny meme about how your daughter looks so good, and it's a little girl who's all dressed up in like her prom dress, makeup, eyelashes, nails. I mean, look, I haven't got my nails done. Let's hide them. But and then behind every beautiful teenager daughter, you have a mom who looks homeless. And I was like, oh, I can relate. I can so relate. But it's not necessarily that it's time, balancing time, right? So, like, I know I need to get my nails done, and I actually don't want to show them because they're that bad. But I've had other important things that I'm choosing to prioritize.
Yes. I'm the opposite. I have to first and foremost take care of myself. If everybody wants to be happy at my home, they know that mommy needs to do her workout, needs to do a little quick meditation, and I have to get glam. That's how I feel good, Cindy. I have to get ready. Like, I have to put my makeup on, do my eyelashes, put my extensions, dress up, even though I'm going to go sit in my office, which is down the hall from my bedroom. I have to get ready to get going. Like,
So you can show up here because we're in her home. You can show up at 7 a.m. or at 11 p.m. And
7.
No, like I don't think I've ever just shown up randomly, like, hey, I'm at your door, or ding dong. Like, and you're always made up. And you see me with my ponytail, no makeup, like hot mess. And it's what your comfort level is, right? Like you say it makes you feel great. Well, I feel great not putting on makeup, right?
She look okay. Let me just make this clear. She looks good with nothing on, no makeup, and a ponytail and her sweats. I, on the other hand, I'm
That's not
doing
true.
everyone here a favor by getting glammed up.
She's lying to you. If you guys that don't know me in person ever run into me in the streets, you won't recognize me because I don't look like this. So it's fine. It's
So
all fine.
back to the balancing
Yes.
dance. I really believe that for the moms that are trying to do it all, because we do
try.
it all,
We try to do it all.
even trying, we're still doing it all. I think is if you just relax and for me, I think this tip might help you moms out there. It's not trying to balance life and balance work. It's just let it be a dance, play with it, like roll with it. Whatever comes, comes.
And not be so hard on yourself, right?
No.
Because I think that we've talked about checklists like staying organized so you can hold yourself accountable, but stuff happens. And so
Yes.
not being hard on yourself and just kind of going with the flow. And I think that listening to all this mindful stuff helps, right?
Oh,
With
yes,
that,
it's
because
huge.
you tend, if you talk down to yourself and you're like, oh, I didn't get this done, now I'm stressed and my whole world around me, like then everything does come shattering. But you're like, oh, okay, well, I didn't get to it, I'll get to it tomorrow, it's going to be okay. And I think seeing life in that way helps with the balancing act, and it helps balance you personally, right, and everything around you. And
Absolutely.
yep. And you've helped me with that a ton, because I feel like
I think there's a lot of people like you though that want they have so many things on the agenda. They want to do so many things, which is great. You do want to have things on your list to do.
you want to be motivated,
But at the
but you
same
don't.
time, it's okay if it doesn't get done today.
Mhm.
As long as they get done, but don't overpressure yourself to get things done right away.
Right.
Like relax, enjoy the moment, enjoy the now, enjoy. If you're with your parents, enjoy your parents. Drop the phone, stop the texting, let it go. It's okay that people could wait to get the text later.
Yes.
When you're with your kids, the same thing. I think you should be in the moment, enjoying your kids, watching them run, making that goal, making that hit. Enjoy it. Not
Yes.
always am I like that, so present. I'm not. I have to
No,
remind
she's
myself.
not. You're becoming dad sometimes too.
Yeah. It's in our DNA. But I guess like I think the main point that we're trying to get to all the moms that are trying to juggle, because we have a lot. And I think now more than ever, because of social media, the internet, AI, all this, we're scared to miss out.
You are, but I think, like, I'm thinking for me, what was 4 years ago when I left my 9 to 5, it was so easy to have my checklist done for me because I had someone holding me accountable, right? And now we're trying to balance everything because we don't have that. This is due at this time. Make sure you turn that in. It needs to be checked off by this time. So I think that was where the pressure came, where you would see me so antsy and stuff. But now I know that it's okay. Like everything's going to be okay. Everything always works out for the good, always.
Always.
And remembering that, like keeping that in mind and taking care of yourself, because I do think that the biggest key in me being mentally sane is taking care of yourself and listening to the right stuff and not junk, right? Like
Yeah.
for sure.
Unsubscribe to junk in the news.
Yes,
That's so
unsubscribe.
smart.
Yeah, the news is bad news, and yeah, it's all, yeah, don't get me started. We don't know what's going on half the time in this world. But we're happy.
I think that's a key. Just making sure if mom's happy, the kids see you happy, that's huge. And that doesn't take much for us to be happy as moms. We just want our kids to be okay. They have food on the table. And I think setting our priorities and being grateful for what's already there, which we do, should be grateful for a lot of things because we have so much
So much.
than our
So
parents or
blessed.
ancestors did. Like just knowing that you've come so far, you should be grateful, and that should be our focus. And then just letting everything just come. I think
Yeah.
God brings everything at the right time.
He does. I mean, everything just, but I think it's that mindset, right? Like we're attracting that into our life, like all the blessings because of what we listen to and what we do, and what our parent or my mom has taught us, right, growing up.
Staying focused on what we have.
Yes, but being grateful. And speaking of being grateful, let me just take this opportunity to say how grateful I am for you. She's
I love
led.
her.
Oh, I'm gonna cry, so maybe I don't want to talk about it. But I'm so thankful for you.
I love you. Okay, we're premenopause. We need to set it out there.
Yes.
My husband says we cry even on commercials, but no, I honestly feel that life is a dance. Go with the flow, whatever the ins and outs. Do the best you can. Set goals and set up, guys. This is huge. Set them high. I know we have a lot on our plate, but set your goals high, because even if you don't land on the star, you land on the little cloud. It's better than landing on the grass. But set them high.
Yes.
Know that everything's possible, because who's behind you? God.
Yes, everything is a dance. Set them high, and you will reach whatever you want to accomplish. Stick with it, set them high, and know that it is possible. And with the right mindset and listening to the right things, you will get there. We promise.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. And don't try to balance. Again, back to that, I don't know if there's such thing as balance. Just dance with it. Have fun with life. Have fun, and know that your kids are watching. So if they see you stressed out, they're gonna think that's normal. That's busy. That's getting work done. That's being a business. No, let them see you laugh it out. If the call doesn't go your way, just laugh it out. Say, okay, God has something better for me. Make sure you speak always positive to yourself, even when the kids are not watching. Make that a habit for yourself, because
it comes out. If it's not a habit, it comes out, and they will listen and they will see. And it's hard to undo bad habits. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard to undo bad habits. So they're listening, and it's never too late to start. So you all have this. You can do it.
Yes, we could do it together, ladies. I
Yes,
love
we
you, and
can.
dance more and have more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We know we do. Thank you guys for joining
watching.
us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow us, subscribe to us, and oh my God, we're heading to Asia.
We're going to Hong Kong. I think you're taking an extra trip to Japan.
We're stopping at Tokyo.
That's awesome. But yeah, we will have more.
They have to be there with my baby because the team needs them ahead of time. But I'll let you know how Tokyo is, so you could go back
We
later.
will give you updates for sure. We're excited. That's what we're looking forward to in the next coming weeks.
Yeah, stay tuned. We love you guys. Ladies, love.